Well, this is it. 11 rounds have passed, and we are here for the season finale of Breakout Racing League Season 8. Welcome along to the São Paulo Grand Prix, and on a weekend where we could see a championship wrapped up here tonight. Let's go through the track first. Obviously, Interlagos, you got 15 corners that make up this very historic track, and 2 DRS zones, one going down into turn 1, the other one going down into turn 4. We've had plenty of moments here at Interlagos, such as, well, one thing I can definitely remember is a certain Is That Glock at Junsao, turn 12, where Hamilton won his first ever Drivers' Championship. He's gone on to win 6 more, as Carmen's already retired, so that's gone well. He's crashed in the pit lane. Okay, moving on from that, we've also had a bit of a moment into turn 4, for anyone that remembers in 2021, where Verstappen just decided, you know what, Hamilton, you're going way off the track, and I am going to do that as well. And who knows, it could possibly happen here tonight. We'll have to find out. But the big thing here tonight is that the championship for the drivers is going to be decided no matter what, and not because one person isn't showing. Both of our championship rivals are here. One underdog currently leads James B by 20 points. So he has quite a bit of a gap, but if James B wants to win this, he has to win this race. He has to be at the front, and he hopes that one underdog would finish 8th or lower. That is the hope, even with fastest lap or not. If James B doesn't win, then it's one underdog's championship. It could definitely boil down to the wire knowing Tier 4. We'll just have to see what happens. My name is Minicone, and alongside me is the one, the only Redeemer. And well, it's a championship deciding race. Anything can happen. I don't know about you, but I'm very excited about this. Can I just know something, by the way? It's already raining. I just noticed that. So throw something into the mix here. It's already raining here in qualifying. Anyways, going back to what you were saying. It was actually, I know what you're talking about now. It's actually Verstappen and Ocon at turn 2, the Senna S. Yeah, Ocon was trying to get himself unlapped, and, well, that caused him and Verstappen to collide. And I think we all know what happened after that. But, yeah, once again, just showing how crazy of a race this can be just with the amount of action. And already, by the looks of qualifying, we're already going to have quite a bit of action. James B currently on provisional pole with a 1 minute 7.6. Closely followed by Titan with a 1 minute 7.7. About just over a tenth or so separates them. And then you got Mixer currently in 3rd. But once again, as I said before, it's one underdog and James B. The 2 to watch out for. McLaren against Aston Martin. Have you ever heard that? I definitely have not. I mean, you're right, yes, but also, you know, you can't say you're disappointed. on merit, the Ferrari is definitely faster than the Red Bull. I can 100% say that, but they just managed to screw up strategy and everything, and the reliability is a bit poor, so that's kind of the reason why they are in the situation they are. But either way, it is still good to see Ferrari fighting at the front once more. But as of right now, we're not focused on real life, because that's next week where they go to Britain. But we're here at Interlagos, where we have two Ferraris on the grid, as per usual, with Sprightly currently sitting in 4th, and Ball Guy sitting in 8th. And it looks like not many people out on track right now. Urban Growth is retired in the pits, so he thinks that's going to be qualifying done. And I'm not surprised by that decision at all, considering the conditions. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the point where qualifying is already done. That's way earlier than expected, but anyways, the one thing's for sure out of all this, Mixer has retired in the pits. One underdog didn't set a lap. So that is going to throw a spanner of in the works, where James B, his championship rival, is on pole. One underdog is currently down in 9th. If that were to stay the way they are, that will be championship for James B. And remember, as I said, they're separated by 20 points. He needs to outscore one underdog by 21, because if they were to tie on points, it would easily go to one underdog, because let's say James B wins, that'd be his second win. One underdog has 4. He has 4 wins to James B's 1, or possibly 2. So one underdog is going to want to be in the top 7, and right now he's 10th. So that's definitely not worked out for him. Looks like everybody's just sitting in the pits for now. The Ball Guy's coming out on track. He's on a set of softs, so we'll see what he can do. Possibly pull a Charles Leclerc back in 2018, where it was kind of similar to conditions like this, but we'll just have to find out. The unknown's on mediums, by the way, so that might be indicating that it could potentially be a dry race. We'll have to see. No, Urban Growth in 5th on the medium, so he's had a pretty good qualifying, and he's in the top 5 on the alternate strategy. Everyone in front of him on soft, so we'll have to see how that pans out. But by the looks of it, this is pretty much how qualifying is going to be, as it looks like the rain is definitely getting worse. I've just been informed, by the way, that it is a dry race. So, therefore, Urban Growth and Unknown Strategy, it could pay off. We'll have to find out, as Ball Guy's currently going through the first sector. It looks a little bit tentative. Ooh, bit of a snap there for the Ferrari going over to turn 3. So, it's a bit tricky. I mean, just going on board with the Ferrari, it definitely doesn't look great. And he's already 6.5 tenths off. So, I think that just proves that the track is just simply not going to improve whatsoever. He is, but obviously he has not jumped out of the pits, so that wouldn't make much of a difference. Well, then again, yeah, if he sets the lap, he could provisionally do an alternate strategy. So, there is that. Yeah, exactly. But if he could... Actually, no. If he were to do that, he'd be on a worn set of mediums. Are they? Oh, yeah, they are. Yep, that's just a true indication. Ball Guy's going to cross the line. 1 minute 12.9. He's nearly 3 seconds off, so that's pretty much qualifying done and dusted. That's like the 5th time that's happened. Also, I'm receiving word from the chat. Are you... Do you have your audio included or something? Because apparently you're muted. Oh my.
We're gonna disregard everything that I had said like 12 minutes ago.
Yeah, that just pretty much says absolutely everything. And that just sums up your season.
I'm gonna go ahead
I guess, I don't know. Understandable. And Steg, thank you for letting me know.
That's some good water.
Yes, blame Steg.
Yes. lipstick. Actually,
Yeah,
wait. We're gonna blame Carbon. It's all his fault.
Nah, you know what? Let's blame Ardell. He's not even here. Let's just blame him. I feel that's what I usually do.
You know,
whenever something goes wrong, just blame
I was
Ardell.
gonna say somebody else, but you said Ardell. Like, I'm not even gonna say it now.
Because it's just unbeatable. That's all it is. It's just simply unbeatable.
I mean,
Ardell, if you're watching this, screw you, but also we love you. No, we don't. H. Moving on.
No, I could tell you who I was gonna say we could blame, but you know, I don't want to get in trouble for it because, yeah. I don't want to lose.
I'm pretty sure you've gotten in trouble for other things, so I mean...
I mean, man, you
I
gotta
don't
throw
think
me
that'll
under the
make a
bus like
difference.
that for it. It's just not cool. That's uncalled for.
Sure. We'll go with that. By the way, One Underdog is leaving the pits.
Yeah,
He's
I
on a
think-
set of inters.
I think he's just gonna go out and do a lap.
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't have a lap on the board, so we'll just see. We'll see what he can do. I doubt he'll be able to out-qualify anybody in front of him due to the fact that the track is way worse than it was before. And, well, DRS has been disabled, so there you have it. He's definitely not going to have the use of that to help either. So instead, he has retired in the pits, and I would assume everyone will. It's just a matter of One Underdog doing his final lap. If he does the lap, that's the question, though, because, I mean, it wouldn't make a difference what he does. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Sorry.
I mean, that's just how qualifying is right now.
No,
but,
I literally
you know,
saw.
you kind of
I
expect
literally didn't do a freaking thing today. I drove down to a golf cart place in my state and got a belt from my golf cart. Then I came home, did nothing, and then I went and played about 11 holes of golf, and we're here. So, I've done nothing today.
To be fair, I haven't really done much either. All I did was work, and then, yeah, now I'm here. we move. Who knows? I might be. Well, no, I won't be here for Tier 3. So that will be down to Punju and Carbon. So be sure to tune into that after this race. That will be at 10 p.m. EST. But that is obviously around an hour and 45 minutes away as right now, and we're still focused on Tier 4, which One Underdog currently on the lap. That is definitely not a Purple Selector 1. Do not believe that, because he's on a different tire. That's definitely not gonna... If he was fastest on inters, I'd just quit. I just quit. I'm not going to F122. No, not having that. I'm just calling it quits from there on in. But
that's
no,
all it takes?
I doubt that'll be the happen. Apparently, yes, that is all it takes, because apparently I'm doing something wrong if he's doing a 1 minute 7.6 on inters where I'm like 13 seconds off the pace. Something along the line that doesn't seem normal, does it?
I mean, maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? The hell? You know what? I'm not even going to question your logic, because even I question my own logic sometimes, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say,
We'll move on. Also, hi, Titan. I see you in the chat. James B is retired, and One Underdog sets a lap time. He's nearly 9 seconds off the pace, which is pretty much the delta between inters and softs, so... He's there. Just out of position.
He's pretty much 9 seconds off the pace.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Round it up, he's 9 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. As Bald Guy's already invalidated his inter lap, but that's gonna make much of a difference. This might be merely just practice, but what I've been told, yeah, exactly. From what I've been told, it's a dry race, so I doubt that. Maybe Bald Guy's just saying, "Hey guys, I'm the tier coordinator. Let me show you what I can do. I've been sandbagging the entire time." Nah. Titan is just like, I don't know why they're doing laps. Well, because they can.
Just deal.
Deal. Sure, deal. We'll leave it at that.
Excuse me, Josh.
Damn, what are you drinking? To have
Water,
that kind
bro.
of burp?
It's good for you.
That's water?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Nah. Ain't no way that's water.
Bro, I will send you a photo of my water bottle right now.
I don't want a photo. I simply do not want a photo.
Okay, then
Also,
why you
Titan,
gotta-
yes,
why
I
you
know
gotta
there's no
question it?
rain in the race. Because it's freaking water. You don't usually burp with water. You burp with soda.
I'm not human.
You're also non-existent.
F.
I mean, am I wrong? And there we go. Qualifying's officially over. Took long enough, but we moved. So it's James B on pole position for the 4th time this season, I think. Let me check the good old statistics. Yes, that is his 4th pole of the season, and he ties for the most poles, actually, with the man lining up alongside him, Titan. So it's James B on pole with Titan on the front row, Mixer in 3rd, Sprightly. A very good qualifying from him. He qualifies in the top 4 for, I think, the first time? I don't know, but very good qualifying. Also good qualifying from Urban Growth. He lines up in 5th. Quick Tongue and Slow and Steady lining up alongside each other once again. Those Alpha Romeo boys are clearly close together. And then Bald Guy in 8th on the mediums. The Unknown in 9th, also on mediums. One Underdog, championship leader, down in 10th. And he's going to have to make his way up if he wants to secure this championship. Carbon, the only one not to set a lap time, will start outside the top 10. And that is our 11 drivers. Kind of a small grid, but yeah.
Who's this guy?
I don't know. I do not know. He won't be able to join, though, because obviously we're already going into the race, so that's not going to make much of a difference.
Hey,
well, he's gone anyways. No, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah, Xbox, I swear, it's like anytime I start streaming or I'm in the middle of a race, and there's people online that are racing, like Bald Guy, or I'm commentating the race with you, or whatever, it'll be like, Bald Guy is online, Sprightly is online, Miniko is online. I know who's online. I can see them in the game.
Yeah, I've had that before. It's not even when like commentating or like racing or whatever. It just happens like randomly.
Yeah, it's like
that's how you know when someone's streaming or something. And it's pretty funny.
Yeah. Get that little lag going on. Just like, come on. Okay, that was
It's not a Wario, but it's still concerning.
No,
we'll leave it at that.
I was literally hoping this race, 'cause it's not the season finale, but it's close. Well, okay, it is the season finale. But last season, I cued a Wario noise. I don't even know how I did it, so that's kind of disturbing.
Well, yeah. We'll figure that out. I don't know. You're just weird.
Your brain stuttered
leave it at that.
so hard right there.
Oh, yeah, I'm fully aware. I am 100% aware. By the way, I just want to give out some quick mentions during this formation lap, and also while we're waiting, is there has only been 2 drivers currently lined up on the grid that have shown up to every single race. I'll give you a moment without looking.
Let me guess.
Yeah, guess. Go ahead. You're right on one, but wrong on the other. Bald Guy missed a race at one point. Sprightly has shown up to every single race. The second man is man currently lined up in 6th place. Quick Tongue.
Ooh.
He has shown up to every single race as well. So Sprightly and Quick Tongue shown up to every single race. So cheers to them for trying to keep the attendance up, even when it's a bit low at times.
I feel like they should
but
get
fair
points
play
for
to
that,
them.
though.
I agree. You know what? Let's make them champions.
Yep. Perfect
Yep,
attendance.
just Sprightly and Quick Tongue, champions of Tier 4. we'll put it at that.
They're gonna share a little.
Speaking of Tier 4, Turn 4 is proving interesting for Quick Tongue as he's gone mega wide. But once again, I've repeated it before, and I'll repeat it again. The championship can be decided here tonight between James B and one underdog. James B currently on pole. He needs to stay exactly where he is if he wants any hope of winning this driver's championship. Gap between them, 20 points. So James B has to finish first, and he has to hope that one underdog, who's currently lined up in 10th, either stays there or is 8th or lower. If that's the case, James B is champion. If James B doesn't win, or one underdog is in the top 7, that championship goes to the Aston Martin. So that is what we're going to have to look out for here in this race. 36 laps around the Interlagos circuit, and it could potentially be one to remember. We had a championship won last season by BRL Phantom in the Alfa Romeo. He won it against the man on pole, James B. But this time, James B is here, unlike last season, and he's going to give it one final shot. Can he do it? We'll have to find out as we're waiting on one underdog and Carbon to line up on the grid. Telling you right now, it's going to be tasty. The 5 red lights are on for the final race of Season 8, Tier 4. It's lights out, and away we go. A really good reaction time from the Alpine there, but looks like he's going to try and go for a move on the inside, but James B is able to cover him off. So James B is able to keep the lead into turn 1 from Titan and Mixer. They're going wheel to wheel back there as well. Mixer trying to go around the outside, isn't able to do so. So far, everyone keeping it clean through the first couple of corners. Urban Growth is looking for a move on Sprightly. Mixer trying to go around the outside, but isn't able to do so. Titan able to cover out the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin's round. He has spun off at turn 5. He's gone from the 3rd all the way down to last. Not what the Aston Martin driver wanted. James B getting the start he wanted. Titan managing to hold position. Urban Growth has gone up a couple places. Sprightly stayed exactly where he is. Quick Tongue and Summon Steady still together once again as one underdog is going for a move, and he's made contact with Carbon. Slams into the Ferrari there. He hit Bald Guy, and that is going to cause damage, no doubt. And that's a horrible start for those two. Possibly contact by one underdog. And James B, I think, has spun round. Yes, he has. He's spun round at Jim Sao. Chaotic start to this race, but James B, crucially, already picking up a 3-second lead over Urban Growth. So he's had a perfect start to this race. Urban Growth on the mediums in second, Sprightly in third, Quick Tongue, slow and steady. One underdog on the alternate strategy is up to 6th. And if it were to end the way it is, that is championship for the Aston Martin, but it's only the 2nd lap.
I was going to say, there's still a lot of racing left to do. And, you know, obviously, like you said, Bald Guy is just not having the race he would have wanted. I think Carbon just slid across the circuit and just collected him on accident. I didn't collect
Well, looking at it, if I remember, there was a bit of contact between Carbon and one underdog, and clearly that contact just sent the Williams straight into the side of the Ferrari and definitely caused damage to Bald Guy, and that's not what the Ferrari man wanted. Carbon staying out, so he thinks he doesn't have damage. We'll have to find out. But not the start that those two would have wanted, but it's a perfect start for James B, pulling quite a bit of a gap. Meanwhile, further back, this is a Williams round. Yeah, Sprightly going for a move on Urban Growth round the outside on the straight. Is he able to get the move done before they manage to get to turn 1? He does. The Ferrari is up at the 2nd place. Urban Growth is going to stick behind 2 Alfa Romeos. They're staying nice and close. Sprightly goes a little bit wide. Titan gets the fastest lap, but Urban Growth is going to come back at the Ferrari, and he pulls that to the left-hand side with DRS down the straight and clears the Ferrari before they even make it to turn 4. And the Red Bull is up into 2nd place as Mixer and Underdog are fighting at it. And it looks like Mixer is going to get ahead of his teammate and up into 6th. And it looks like the 2 Aston Martins are going to try and play hand and to catch up the others.
I was going to say, that just looked like a team orders move. Just their teammate saying, hey, I got more pace, let me by. This Titan goes for a move on Unknown.
Gets the move done easily. That's not a place you would often see a move, but he's managed to get it done, so well done to the Alpine.
Remember 2019, I think it was? Yeah. Enough said. That exact corner.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. DRS is enabled, by the way. It was enabled on this lap now, going on to lap 4. Sprightly currently has DRS on Urban Growth. He's going to try and make a move down into turn 1, but looks like Urban Growth is going to be able to cover off the Ferrari and stay in 2nd place. So Sprightly manages to poke his nose in the Senna S's, but is not able to do anything. But Mixer grabbed the fastest lap. Sprightly once again has a DRS. Same with Quick Tongue. Quick Tongue has joined this battle. And now Sprightly to the left-hand side. Contact between the two. Is there even more contact? That's 3-second time penalty for Sprightly as Urban Growth goes wide. And he manages to stay ahead, though he goes off the track as a result of it. Sprightly now is up to 2nd place. Quick Tongue is up to 3rd. So the Alfa Romeo's had a really good start here. We'll see if he's able to hold on, but Urban Growth down to 4th. But remember, he is on those mediums. We'll have to see how that pans out.
Yeah, Mixer's obviously pushing hard, trying to get these positions back that he lost early on.
Yeah, he's giving it absolutely everything. He's already back up into 5th place, so he's had a pretty good start. One underdog currently in 7th place. He's behind Slow and Steady as right now.
That Mixer just got out of the corner.
Yeah, he's trying to look for a move on Urban Growth. He got really good traction in comparison to the mediums. And Mixer on the sauce. That's Urban Growth going off the track there. They both have DRS. Is Mixer going to be able to make the corner and get ahead? Not quite. Urban Growth manages to stay ahead, but Mixer quickly has the inside. He's up into 4th place. Urban Growth is now down to 5th. So Urban Growth not clearly having a good time on those medium compounded tires. Meanwhile, one underdog is unable to make a move on Slow and Steady yet, so he stays in 7th place. That's exactly where he needs to be, though. Let's not forget that. If he is 7th, he will win the championship if Jamesby has the fastest lap or not. But obviously, he would want to get on the podium or get a win. Here he has 4 wins. He could potentially try and go for 5, but we'll have to find out in this race as he's getting a little bit anxious trying to get past one underdog. Slow and steady. I mean, no, sorry, not one underdog. Slow and Steady ahead of him, but it's just unable to do anything at the moment.
And there's just a train from Sprightly all the way down to Titan right now.
Yeah, bit of a DRS train that's almost like Alonso is here, but obviously Sprightly is not Alonso. Sprightly is Sprightly. We all like Sprightly. But here comes Quick Tongue on Sprightly, and he's got the DRS. He pulls to the left-hand side, and he's going to be able to make the move easily into turn 1. Sprightly trying to fight it back, but he's just not able to fight it enough. Quick Tongue up into 2nd place, and now Sprightly could potentially be under pressure from Mixer behind as he's got a really good exit there out of turn 3. He's on the back of the Ferrari. Is he going to be able to make a move into turn 4? He's going to think about it, dive down the inside. Sprightly gives him the room and gives him the respect. Mixer pushes his way past. He's up into 3rd place, so he's had a really
Titan
good...
just got past underdog.
No, he did. That's right, and that is championship implication.
Move on Slow and Steady. I can't think of the name. He's gonna send it again.
Down the inside. He's clearly looking anxious to get ahead, but nothing doing. Stays behind for now, but that is crucial for the championship. One underdog is not in the position where he needs to be to win this, as Titan currently in front of him. This is almost like Hamilton and Vettel in 2008, but obviously it's too early in the race. So we'll have to see how it pans out. Meanwhile, further up ahead, Mixer's all over the back of Quick Tongue going down this straight. He's got the DRS. He's got the slipstream. Is it going to be another easy move for the Aston Martin? By the looks of it, yes, it is. Mixer is already back up into 2nd place.
Yeah, and Quick Tongue is out of ERS. That energy recovery system, also known as the speed boost, I like to call it.
This isn't Mario Kart.
What do you want me to say, Nitro?
ERS.
I did say energy recovery system. Dumb.
I know, but you made it more complicated.
It's never mind.
Yeah, anyways, moving on from that. But yeah, Mixer up into 2nd place. He's already trying to pull a bit of a gap.
He's gonna get it again. Wow.
Good move from the Alpine. He's now up into 6th place, and one underdog is trying to follow suit. Is he going to think about it? No, he backs out of it, as he's going to just stay behind. There's plenty of time in the race in order to get a move done, but he wants to get this move done. He needs to get this move done. But right now, just nothing happening as it stands. He's got a really good exit there out of Jun Sao. Is he going to be able to make a move into turn 1? He's all over the back of Slow and Steady down this straight. They both have DRS. A bit of contact there between the two. One underdog on the left, Slow and Steady on the right as Quick Tongue gets ahead of Mixer. One underdog is going to try and get ahead of Slow and Steady, and he manages to do so. Underdog is up into 7th place. Mixer manages to hold on. He stays in 2nd place, but Quick Tongue once again has... Actually, no, he doesn't have DRS. Mixer managed to grab the DRS off of Quick Tongue, and he manages to stay ahead. One thing's for sure, though, is that he hasn't really pulled away that much.
I know, he pulled away a little bit, but not as much as he would have wanted. I think he just wants Quick Tongue out of his DRS window now.
Well, it's on the fringes now. It's around 7/10, possibly 9/10. It's pretty close between the two. We'll have to see when they come at the DRS detection point at turn 13. But obviously, they still have a couple more corners to go, and, well, Quick-Tongue is probably hoping that it was less corners, so then he could have the DRS sooner, but it looks like... Could he have it?
Oh.
I think he does.
He's got
he
it,
does.
Yep. Just barely.
Just about has it, so the DRS train continues. One thing's for sure is that Titan is still trying to look for moves through this DRS train as he's on the back of Urban Growth. Sprightly's in the pits. Bit of an early stop there for the Ferrari. We'll have to see what tire he goes on as Titan on the inside of Urban Growth into turn 1. It looks like he's going to be able to get the move done. Yes, he is. Titan back up into 4th place after that early spin.
Sprightly on mediums.
We'll have to see if that's possibly going to the end. But right now that doesn't look... Well, I mean, that could be the case. As Quick-Tongue gets a 3-second time penalty, as he is now going to possibly face pressure from Titan behind. We'll have to see how that pans out. But one thing's for sure is that James B is just clear ahead of these guys. 5.3 seconds between him and Mixer. The Mixer trying to catch up that gap. Right now, just nothing doing as it stands. And, well, he would want to hope that one underdog is not in 6th place. Make that 5th place as Urban Growth made a mistake. Didn't go off the track, though, so, I mean, Urban Growth able to stay there, but he's clearly not having a good time on those mediums. One underdog having a great time on those mediums, most likely. Let's go over to the position changes. Right now, the biggest mover has been underdog from 10th all the way up to 5th, so he's had a pretty good start on the illustrious strategy. Quick-Tongue is into the pits. So Quick-Tongue, following what Sprightly did just a lap later, we'll have to see what tire does the Alfa Romeo go on.
Mediums.
Looks like a set of mediums, and it is a set of mediums for the Alfa Romeo. Neat stop there for the team, and he's going to come out ahead of Sprightly, I think. Yes, he is.
He's going to come out just ahead.
Yeah, it could be a bit tight here, actually. But I think, yeah, he's ahead. Ooh, bit of a tank slapper there. Nice and easy out of the pits, actually, but nonetheless, he comes out ahead of the Ferrari. And we'll have to see how this pit stop will pan out, as he was all over the back of Mixer. But we'll just have to see.
Our biggest question is, though, when does James B pit?
Not just him, the top 3. The top 3 all on a set of softs. Same with Slow and Steady and Carbon. They're all on 9-lap alt softs. So we'll have to see. James B not going into the pits right now. Obviously, he's got quite a bit of a gap, so he doesn't need to play the risk factor. Mixer is in, so he's pulling out the undercut. How effective is it going to be for the Aston Martin? We'll just have to find out. He's the only man into the pits as of right now. So, we'll have to see if this is a bit of a gamble. I doubt it is, because the mediums can most likely do to the end of this race from here. But we'll have to see how much Mixer catches up by the time James B pits. And it looks like he's going to come out ahead of Quick-Tongue. Indeed, he is. So far, everyone just kind of spreading out a little bit. They've kind of calmed down the aggression levels. Sprightly gets a 3-second time penalty. But right now, the closest battle right now is... Looking at the gap, it's around 24 seconds.
No, I was talking
between
about
James B and
Mixer. They were like nose to tail, and now it's just a 3.2 second gap.
That's true. Oh, Slow and Steady goes all the way wide, and he spun round. Got onto the curb and gets in front of the Mercedes, but that is not what the Alfa Romeo wanted. And that could be an indication that the softs are starting to go off.
Whoa.
The question is, what do the others do? Titan stays out. One underdog, unsurprisingly, stays out, but Slow and Steady having that spin, he's all the way down in 9th. And that's not what the Alfa Romeo driver wanted. Yeah, so far, everyone just kind of neatly spread out now. This is where the strategy now starts to come in. But one thing's for sure is that strategy isn't really on the mind of James B, because he's got a comfortable gap. If he pits, he'll come out ahead of Mixer. Gap between them, 23.8. And, well, by the looks of that, it is going to be an easy stop back and staying in the lead. That's crucially what he needs to do. But it's just a matter of that Aston Martin currently in 3rd, one underdog on the alternate strategy. He's the man that he needs to look out for, because if he is going to stay in 3rd, that is championship over for James B. But we'll just have to see. Carmen grabs another 3-second time penalty, Slow and Steady, unsurprisingly, into the pits.
On another set of sauce.
Interesting. That's a 2-stop guaranteed for the Alfa Romeo. So far, the closest battle now is between Mixer. Going long on the softs by the looks of it, so then they have plenty of fresh rubber for the mediums. Meanwhile, further back, Mixer is trying to get a move on, and he's going to fly past the Williams and up into 6th place. Carbon now down to 7th. Mixer even grabs the fastest lap as well, and that Aston Martin clearly flying in this race as he's trying to decrease the deficit between him and James B. Gap between them now, 21.9, so he's reduced it by 2 seconds in the span of a lap.
Yeah, James B's tires definitely are starting to go off if Mixer is closing in by that much. And obviously Mixer with the fresh tires and the good amount of grip on those fresh tires.
James B had a little bit of a moment there, actually, through the flat right-hander. I keep forgetting what the corner name of that is. Well, we'll just say turn 11 for now, but he got a little bit loose there. Still stays out. Yeah, that's very interesting there. What about Titan? As he's being caught by one underdog. Yeah, he is into the pits. So the Alpine has clearly called it. The softs are done. And he's most likely going to go on to the set of mediums here to the end of this race. Now the question is, though, is he going to come up behind Mixer? It looks like he might, as Mixer's down the main straight. As of right now, Titan just leaving the pit. Mixer grabs the fastest lap, and yeah, it looks like Mixer is easily going to be ahead of the Alpine, and indeed he is. By the way, I just want to mention, Mixer's just absolutely dropped Carbon. The gap between them is like 3.3. Like, he's just absolutely dropped that Williams in the span of a lap. Sprightly's back in the pits, by the way. Oh, front wing change.
Uh-oh.
So the Ferrari's clearly had a bit of a moment. He goes on to a set of fresh mediums, so he'll be able to go to the end, but that is not what the Ferrari wanted. I was rooting him on. He qualified 4th, and he was fighting for 2nd. That's not what the Williams wanted. So we'll have to see if he can... Williams. I said Williams. But anyways, moving on. Yeah, James B stays out. So that is very interesting. So James B doing 15 laps as it stands on a set of softs and being slowly caught up by one underdog behind. And the gap between him and Mixer is now 20.2. So Mixer, lap by lap by lap, is decreasing that gap by a second per lap. That's not what the McLaren wants to see, but obviously he'll have a fresher set of mediums. He'll have the fresher set. But how are they going to be in relation to that to the Aston Martin is the question.
Here's something just to play into. Looking at telemetry, one of the 11 drivers' fuel light is on.
Oh. Interesting. I wonder who that would be.
Don't
tell me.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna make you guess.
Yeah. I'll find out in the later stages, but that is interesting. So someone clearly underfueling in this race, potentially waiting for safety cars. Oh, bye. Well then,
I got this. Okay.
Sent you an invite, so there you go. James B staying out again. It's very interesting what the McLaren is doing. He's losing a second per lap to Mixer behind. So I'm not sure what James B's thought process is here. He's possibly going very long on a set of softs. Those softs are definitely worn out right now. I mean, looking at the integrity, actually, those tires don't look too bad. They actually look okay. So maybe he's just not pushing that hard, and that clearly has paid off as Mixer manages to get past the unknown. That's the battle for 4th, and that's gone the way of the Aston Martin. But James B, his softs don't look that bad. At least in my eyes. Actually, no, I take that back. His front right is looking a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, from my experience, the front left wears the most here.
Oh, that was the front right.
I believe. No, it is the right. You're right.
Yeah, because obviously anti-clockwise circuit. He's staying out again. He's about to do half the race on these set of softs.
I scratched my head in confusion.
I'm scratching my head as well, so I'm not sure what James B is thinking. Because as of right now, he's being undercut massively by Mixer. Gap between them was around 7 seconds. If Jamesby were to pit, he'd come out behind Mixer. I'll have to see how that... What his thought process is here. Maybe he's just taking it a bit easy? I don't know, but he's gonna want to stay in the lead of this race, and he knows he has that pressure. So, I just don't know. I just simply don't know.
Or is he trying to pit when underdog pits?
But that wouldn't make sense, because one underdog is going to be on a set of softs. Jamesby is going to be on mediums. That...
I got something in the back of my head. I'm not going to say it on stream.
Interesting. So you know something I don't.
No, it's a hunch.
See.
It's a hunch.
It's a hunch, okay.
Jamesby's
Jamesby finally into the pits. He's gone into the pits now on lap 17. He's nearly done half the race. As one underdog is now going to take the lead of the São Paulo Grand Prix. But now, the question is, what is going to be the difference between Jamesby and Mixer? Mixer going down the main straight. Jamesby just coming out of the pits. Mixer looks like he's going to get ahead. I think he is.
Oh, it's going to be tight.
Yeah, Mixer's ahead. Or is he? Yes, he is. Mixer has undercut Jamesby. And that is for the net race lead. And Titan is not that far behind either.
No non-hearts? What?
Interesting call there. Maybe he thinks the mediums are possibly going to wear out a bit too much. We'll have to see. And he's going to be fighting Ball Guy. Well, I don't know. Maybe his tire wear is just not that great in relation to everyone else, but unknown now onto the back of Ball Guy on a set of hard. It's not often I see hards, to be fair, so I mean, it's kind of weird, but I don't know. It just seems a little bit odd. We'll have to see. Yeah, Jamesby losing out massively, though, to Mixer. The gap between them now is 2.2, so he lost around, what, 9 seconds?
Roughly, yeah.
8 seconds? Something like that? He's lost that much time by staying out. As Urban Growth is into the pits now on lap 19, or lap 18, end of lap 18. And he goes on to a set of softs. I'll have to see how that pans out for the Red Bull, but yeah, that's not what Jamesby wanted at all. He knows his goal. He needs to win this race, as Riley's retired.
No.
Is that a safety car? It is a safety car!
I gotta stop saying stuff.
I tell you what. The softs might make it to the end here. Look who's leading this race. One underdog. He could gain massively from this. It's gonna be interesting, though, in terms of tire wear. How bad is his tire wear? Looking on those mediums, his mediums look pretty nice, actually. So I'll have to see. One underdog. Yep, there he is. He goes into the pits. So there's the call. And he's going to be on a set of softs, most likely.
Yeah,
Are those a set of softs? Those are a set of softs.
Jamesby stays out.
Mixer's in the pits!
Titan's in.
Mixer's in the pits. Titan's in. Jamesby's going to take the lead on only one lap. Old mediums. So he's possibly thinking that the softs will wear out massively. Mixer's gone on to another set of mediums, actually. Mixer's on another set of mediums. So one underdog on softs, Titan on softs. So those two think that the softs can go to the end, and by Jamesby, but the way by the way Jamesby made it look, it's not that difficult to do. But Mixer on a set of mediums, clearly not trying to risk the tire wear. Same with Quick Tongue, same with Urban Growth. What about Bald Guy? He's on a set of softs. So he's thinking the softs can go the distance. The Unknown goes on medium. Sloan Steady and Carbon on a set of mediums. Halfway through the race, safety car. This is going to be an interesting second half of the race.
Softs definitely would make it to the end from here.
They could, yes. We'll have to see. It's pretty interesting, needless to say. It's just a matter of tire wear as to how this race will make the difference. And James B clearly not happy about how the safety car came. Well, not by how the safety car came out, but when the safety car came out, because he just pitted. So that is potentially going to hurt him. And considering the fact that his championship rival and the championship leader, One Underdog, is behind him. Granted, Carbon is in between him and James B. But Underdog is on a set of softs. He's gonna be quick.
Yeah.
One of the quickest, at least. Could we see a bit of a battle between the two championship rivals for the lead of this race?
I think we're gonna see a lot of things.
Oh, probably. Question then is, though, how risky do these two want to play it? One Underdog theoretically doesn't need to play it that risky. As long as he stays where he is, he's easily got the championship. Because he's only losing, what, 8 points, 7 points? Well, who's got the fastest lap right now?
Mixer.
Mixer's got the fastest lap right now. So he's losing 7 points. And in comparison to the 20 that he has, that is not going to affect him that much. So it's just a matter of staying where he is, or potentially getting ahead of James B by doing his 10th to 1st like he did last week at USA. But the question is, it's just how risky he wants to be with James B. Obviously, these two have had a couple moments, not bad moments, but like racing moments, and they have gone significantly well. But how is it going to pan out on the final race, in a race where the championship is at stake?
I mean, I think everyone... That's a late safety car call.
Luckily, it's a giant straight, so, I mean, late or not, James B will still have the time to gather everyone up. So now it's James B's discretion as to when they will go. We still got 10 drivers left in this race, so everyone will score points. Granted, they do at least 90% of the race, and James B has gone. It looks like he's caught out a little bit of the Williams behind, and the Williams is going to have to get out of the way. Titan going down the inside on Mixer on the safety car restart, and he's made it work. And I think the two made contact there, but Mixer manages to get ahead. QuickTime gets ahead of Urban Growth. That's the battle for P4. But Titan clearly playing that to his way, and they're going wheel to wheel again, Mixer and Titan, but Titan able to keep it around the outside on those set of softs, and he manages to stay into the lead of this race. So Mixer giving it everything to get ahead of that Alpine, but just the superior grip of the softs, nothing doing. One Underdog has managed to dispatch the Williams of Carbon, and now he is all over the back of James B for the lead of this race. The two championship rivals are gonna battle it out on track.
Carbon runs very wide in turn 11, I believe.
Bit of a moment there for James B, actually. He had a little bit of a moment at turn 11, but he was able to save the car just Underdog on the back. He's got the slipstream. He doesn't have DRS, though. That's going to be activated in around 2 laps time. So next lap after the cross line, which is now, is One Underdog sets the fastest lap. But next lap, the DRS will be enabled for One Underdog, and he actually has a bit of a moment there. Bit of a moment there for One Underdog, but still is able to stay close to the back of that McLaren. And yeah, Titan trying to hold up Mixer. Mixer having great pace on those set of mediums, but is just unable to make the move. So he's going to have to stay behind. Meanwhile, Ball Guy potentially having a move on Urban Growth. QuickTime grabs a 3-second time penalty, but that could potentially affect his race. Mixer still trying on the Alpine, but once again, just you can't really overtake in Sector 2, and there's a yellow flag in Carbon's round. So he's lost a lot of time, and he's already a lap down to everyone else. That's not the race he would have wanted, but he'll still get points. Granted, he just takes it easy. Not to see, and look at One Underdog. He's all over the back of James B.
No DRS.
Alright, my co-commentator's dead. Never mind. James B with the fastest lap of this race, with a 1:09.4. We'll have to see if that can potentially be beaten, but now DRS, I think, is enabled now.
My eyes are playing
see.
tricks on me because I swear Mixer had DRS last lap.
The DRS was just enabled this lap.
That's what I said. I think my eyes
just-
are playing tricks on me.
They are playing tricks on you. One underdog unable to make the move on James B. So he's just staying behind that McLaren as of right now. That he's got really good traction there. Could he potentially have a look? No. Stays behind. Carmen has a 3-second time penalty. But these two are just so tight. They are so close together. But one underdog is just staying behind.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Lohan Laura Slayer last season.
I can see the similarities. I can definitely see him.
Uh-oh.
As Mixer grabs a 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt him. He's not going to be able to get the podium as of right now. One underdog has a DRS on James B. James B not fighting it that hard. And one underdog from 10th is up into the lead. And that's exactly where he wants to be if he wants to take this championship and his 5th win of the season. Titan unable to make a move. There's a bit of commotion actually going on further back. Look at Urban Growth and Bald Guy going absolutely at it. Bald Guy squeezing off the Red Bull. And Bald Guy is up in the 6th place. So he's having a bit of a recovery drive after that first lap contact between him and Carbon. We'll have to see how that pans out. Someone steady making a move on the unknown. And the Alfa Romeo is up at the 8th, though. He goes a little bit wide in turn 4. He manages to keep the position. Actually, not quite. He goes wide again. And the unknown is up into 8th. Back up into 8th. Still a lot of tussling going on. And these front four, the front four that we usually saw last week battling it out, well, they're together once more.
Yeah, and just looking at the
Question is,
ERS
though-
levels from everyone in the top 4, Underdog is really just leading the train of ERS here.
Which is perfect for him, because he's obviously leading this race. James B is going to be able to make a move into turn 1. Not quite, but these top 4 are just separated by absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure less than a second. Well, just about a second separates the top 4 right now. They're in a league of their own. Quick Tongue grabs a 3-second time penalty. James B still having to stay behind. And just look at the pressure that James B has on the back of him. Look at that Alpine, that Aston Martin, just trying everything to get ahead, not only of him, but also of each other.
Yeah, it's definitely a nail biter. Just trying to find the right words to use there.
One mistake is all it's going to take.
Oh, definitely.
The second you make that mistake, it's absolutely gone. His mixer goes a little bit wide. I'm not sure if he picked up a penalty.
Uh-oh.
Here's something crucial. James B can lose DRS here. And he is going to lose DRS. So here we go. The 4-car train has now dispersed into a 3-car train. It's being led by James B in the McLaren. And Titan is on the back of that McLaren. Is he going to try and look for a move into turn 1? Yes, he is. On the left-hand side, down the inside. Is James B going to fight it? No, he doesn't have the grip to do so. And Titan is up at the 2nd place. And he's lost a bit of touch between him and Titan, and now Mixer is all over the back of that McLaren. Is he going to potentially have a look into turn 4? He's trying to get alongside. Is it alongside enough? There's contact between the two.
Yeah.
A little bit more contact as well. Mixer shoves his way past. He's up into 3rd.
Remember the thing
Mixer
you said?
clearly showing that the Aston Martin's clearly the fastest, and he is pushing past that McLaren, showing exactly what he's made of. But he's lost touch of Titan ahead, and Titan has closed up massively on one underdog. Look at that!
Remember the thing you said last week?
And that is?
One dive too many.
Yeah.
We haven't seen
One mistake too many.
No, yeah, we haven't seen hardly any of those today.
I mean, they probably learned from last week, most likely.
Debatable.
About to see as Titan is all over the back of the Aston Martin. Is he going to go for the lead into turn 1? He sets the fastest lap, stays behind. Titan stays behind the Aston Martin. He's going to try and go for that 2nd bite of DRS going at the exit of turn 3 here. Is he going to be close enough? I don't think he is. So he's got the DRS. He's got the slipstream. No, he's not close enough. Stays behind.
Bald Guy is
for sure,
slowly
though.
catching these guys.
Yeah, Ball Guy's made his way up into 5th place. He's got past Quick Tongue. I completely missed that, but Ball Guy having a nice recovery drive in this race. Back up into the top 5. We'll see what he can do. Can he possibly catch up to Mixer and James B ahead? We'll have to find out. But one thing's for sure. One Underdog is just kind of stationary where he is. He doesn't need to risk anything. And he's leading this race, albeit with an Alpine behind him. But win or not, right now, he'll still win the championship. So he doesn't need to risk it that much. But if he wants this win, which most likely he will, because he'll have the most wins. But it's just a matter of how he plays this out.
He's going to look on the inside. He's going to get done before turn 1.
Yeah, easy move there for the Alpine. And Titan is into the lead of the São Paulo Grand Prix. The Underdog is all over the back of him, though. He's got the DRS, and he's alongside the Alpine, and he clears the Alpine. So the Aston Martin having a lot of traction there, and he's able to get ahead. Slow and steady into the pits, by the way. And he's retired.
Just
not sure why you do that. You're in the points.
I was going to say, you just gave up free points.
Yeah. That'll definitely be a sight in Carmen's eyes, as he'll be able to grab another point in this race, and that'll actually be his first points. Granted, he doesn't crash, but we'll have to see. Well, I beat you to it, so you don't need to say, because I said it. We move. So right now, the top 4 are kind of in their own little bunch. So it's one Underdog and Titan, then it's Mixer and James B. Ball Guy slowly closing in on these guys, by the way. So Ball Guy hasn't really left. In fact, actually, he's kind of joining the scene. Titan not opening his DRS, by the way. So he's not really gained that much to one Underdog because he didn't open that DRS, which is very interesting indeed. We'll just have to see what he does here, though, into turn 4. Well, he opens the DRS now. Max Verstappen, is that you from Spain? I don't know. My DRS is working. I pressed it 50 times. I still can't believe that.
I still can't get over that Yuki's crew fixes DRS flap with
his rear wing with tape. I found that funny. That was pretty funny.
What even broke his wing? Like the piece of carbon fiber?
I think it's just the lift from the DRS flap, because obviously they have a little like stick or something, not stick, but
like a lever, yeah.
A little wire between the front wing. I mean, no, not the front wing, the rear wing, and that's what obviously opens the DRS. I think there's something might have just not been able to lift up because it's possibly too much weight. I don't know. We'll have to see. Well, that's definitely not affecting anybody. Luckily, there's no DRS issues here. Titan still unable to make a move on one Underdog for the lead. He's gotten a little bit of a odd exit there. Does one Underdog, and Titan is now on the back of that. Aston Martin is going to look for a move into turn 4. He is looking for a move into turn 4, and he breezes past that Aston Martin. And Titan is back up into the lead of this race, though. Underdog is still pressurizing the back of the Alpine. Nothing doing, though.
I was going to say, they both start with an A, so I was going to let you slide.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, literally 4 teams in this start. Like, 4 teams in Formula 1 start with A.
Yeah.
It gets a bit weird. And not only that, but also I'm pretty sure, like, half the grid is a certain shade of blue. Like, something like that. I don't know. It gets weird. And, yeah, we move. One Underdog has the DRS on Titan once again. Is he going to be able to make the move? It looks like he's just going to be a little bit too far back. Unless he uses every single bit of DRS that he has. Not going to be the case, though. And by the way, I just thought of something. You know how you mentioned to me earlier that someone had a fuel light on?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't matter anymore. I don't think that matters anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that safety car clearly playing into whoever's hands that was as to who... Actually, you might as well just say it now. Who was it?
It was Arbringroth. He's actually sizing up a move on the entry to turn 4. He's going to look on the outside. No, he's going to check the switchback. Rectangle stays ahead for 5 as Mixer gets another penalty.
That could potentially put him at risk of... Bald Guy if he catches up to these guys. Ball guy, gap between him and Mixer, no, not him and Mixer, him and James B is around 2.9, 2.8 seconds. We'll have to see if he could possibly catch up. Well, he's starting to gain a little bit, so possibly he knows of that. Meanwhile, back for the lead. Underdog all over the back of Titan right now. He's got the DRS once again. Is he gonna look for this move into turn 1? He's not really gaining though. Is he gonna size it? No, he doesn't. He backs out of it.
No.
James B. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? Oh, they made contact! And that's undoubtedly a safety car. James B's retired! James B's retired! He's out of the race!
What just happened?
What? What has happened there between James B and Mixer? James B, the championship hopeful, out of this race. On lap 33 of this race. What has happened? Him and Mixer clearly collided somewhere. And they both lost their front wing. I am at a loss.
I'm in shock.
Me too.
Like,
I'm completely in shock.
Is, like, everyone's gonna bring everything, but wow.
What? Huh? What?
You remind me of
I'm just at a loss.
You remind me of that Jim Carrey gif where he's like pulling his hair and he's just like throws his hands into the air like he's just like, I'm done.
Pretty much. That's just me. I'm done. I don't know what's happened. But one thing's for sure though. Out of all this, since James B's retired, one underdog is going to easily be the champion.
Yeah, but James B still gets points though, because he did 90%, right?
But that doesn't matter. He needed to outscore
right, I know.
one underdog.
I know. It's the thought that counts, okay?
I'm just absolutely dumbfounded. That's the word, dumbfounded. That's it.
I don't think you're the only one though. I think everyone, you and
I'm
I
definitely
in
not the
chat
only one.
included, are dumbfounded.
It's just mind-boggling, simply. But out of all this, so we're gonna have 2 laps of racing, for sure. So one underdog is gonna lead this, but I don't think everyone's gonna catch up. Carbon gets a 3-second time penalty, so Urban Growth, Mixer, the Unknown, and Carbon, I don't think are gonna catch up. So it's down to the top 4. I'm being told by James V that he's moving quite a bit on the straight, and then he hit him when he tried to go around the outside. That might have been what happened. I am just, wow, okay. So moving on from that, so the safety car is in on this lap, and it looks like Urban Growth, Mixer, and the Unknown are going to catch up, and one underdog is already gone by the time they all have caught up. So one underdog is clearly gone. Titan's into the pits! Titan's into the pits! So Titan clearly got damaged, and he's out. He's retired. So that is another driver gone. I am just absolutely amazed, but one underdog will lead this race. Ball Guy in 2nd place, Quick Tongue in 3rd, Urban Growth in 4th. He's trying to look, he's actually defending there from Mixer. Mixer squeezing ahead there of the Red Bull, and he's up into 4th place, but there could be a bit of, there was a bit of a moment there between him and Quick Tongue, and there's contact between him and Quick Tongue, and with that, Mixer now has a bit of damage, maybe, I don't know, but he definitely hit the back of that Alpha Man. He's sizing up a move by the looks of it into next corner, and he is. Contact between them once again. Mixer, is he going to have the traction to get ahead of Quick Tongue? It looks like he's trying to go around the outside, but nothing doing. He's not going to be able to make the move as Quick Tongue able to cover him off. There's contact once again between the two. A lot of contact between these drivers. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm just at a loss of words, and I think
Quick Tongue's back on the inside.
Yes, he's trying to go for a move on the inside into turn 1. Is he going to be able to make the move as they go through the corner? Not quite. Mixer able to stay ahead, and he is ahead, and he's going to stay there. But one thing's for sure is that all of this all of this doesn't mean anything because they're not going to get the podium. Look at Urban Growth. Urban Growth doesn't have any time penalties. He can still gain from this. Bald Guy could be on the podium still.
Oh, that's...
It can all change. It could all change in the last couple of laps as Quick Tongue is round. Quick Tongue is off, and that has absolutely blown his chances. One thing's for sure, out of all this, at the start of the season, One Underdog was simply playing it quiet. He didn't need to do much, but when it came to the second half of the season, he has been absolutely dominant. Second place in the Netherlands. Then 3 wins in a row. Monza, Japan, USA. He is going to make it 4 in a row for his 5th win of the season. And this win will surely mean the most, as he's going to come across the line to win the São Paulo Grand Prix. And with that, One Underdog is your Tier 4 Drivers Champion. He has clearly made the underdog attempt work, and it's worked out perfectly. Well done, One Underdog. You have won the Drivers Championship of Tier 4. Wow. What a stellar second half from him.
So, I know what F122 needs to do. They need to bring back a replay feature.
I agree. I completely agree. Driver of the day goes to One Underdog, and I just simply cannot deny that. 10th to 1st, he did it in USA. He's done it once more. Your Tier 4 champion stands on the top step of the podium, and I think he's going to be very, very happy come podium interviews. Urban Growth will grab 2nd place, so once again grabbing another podium, his best finish of the season. And last week, Bald Guy was on the podium. Guess what?
He's on the podium again.
What a dramatic end to this season. What a dramatic end to Tier 4. But out of everything, One Underdog is your Tier 4 champion in Season 8. And wow. Just wow. I simply do not have the words. One Underdog wins the race with only 1 stop. Urban Growth grabs 2nd place, his best finish of the season. Bald Guy finishes in 3rd. The Unknown finishes in 4th. So a great position for the Mercedes. Mixer will finish in 5th. Quick Tongue in 6th. Carbon finishes 7th after all of that. Titan will finish in 8th. Jamesby in 9th. Slow and Steady and Sprightly retired from this race. What a race it was. What a season finale it was. And I simply do not want it to end. But it is what it is. Redeemer, take it away for Bald Guy, 3rd place.
Yeah, Bald Guy, congratulations. Qualifying was kind of short-lived, if I have to say so, for itself and for you. Obviously able to set maybe 1 to 2 laps before that rain hit. And then the race, you got hit by Cardin.
Are you still there?
You started talking, so I stopped talking.
Oh, no. No, that wouldn't be. That was somebody else. Why would I ever talk while you're talking?
I don't know. We haven't talked to each other. But yeah, race probably wasn't what you could have asked for, but nonetheless, you got P3 in the end, and walk us through your race.
Yeah, qualifying, though, I mean, the weather I looked at said it was sunny with a small chance of rain, and so I figured, hey, I'll go out and do some practice laps. Haven't driven all week. On some mediums, come back out and do some softs, and it was raining already within the first lap. And I was like, are you kidding me? So yeah, that kind of totally ruined that strategy, put me in the back. Then obviously in the race, minding my own business and no idea why or how Carbon came flying out of nowhere and took me out. I said a few curse words, got the pits, got changed, tried to focus, was driving angry, got a 3-second penalty, which ultimately ended up costing me the race there as far as 2nd place goes. But anyway, it's a good race, fun race. I'm not sure what happened there in turn 1 between Mixer and James B, but there was definitely a lot of Carbon flying, so I couldn't catch up with them. they were playing the DRS thing, and I would catch up with them through the S's, get up to them, and then on the DRS section, they would pull back another half second on me every time. So I thought I was going to get stuck in fifth. So I'm happy with third.
Yeah, definitely. I believe F1 22 releases here in a few weeks, so you're excited.
Very. I can't wait. All the stuff I keep hearing about it, between the audio to the gameplay to just the entire changes, sounds like it's going to be harder to run, no traction control. But outside of that, game sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Nice big changes.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a learning curve for myself and for everyone else here. Miniko, do you have any questions?
No, I do not. So congratulations to you, Ball Guy, on your third place.
Thank you very much, guys.
Well, Miniko, since you handled the urban growth before, I will let you have the honors again.
I don't know why you said it the way you did, but we move. Anyways,
just deal with
moving
it.
on from that. Yeah, okay, I will. Thank you very much. All right, so with that, urban growth, P2,
Hey.
your best finish of the season on the last race of the season, and well, qualifying in fifth on the alternate strategy. It was a bit of an interesting race from you, needless to say. You were up and down the field pretty much, but when the time mattered, you were there without a time penalty, and you managed to jump everyone in front of you to second place. How does that feel?
It feels great. Thank you. Thanks for that. Yeah, I was just trying to keep my nose clean. I had 2 warnings. One more warning would have got a 3 seconds. So keep it clean. It was up and down, like you say, but I'm happy with the finish. P2. Had a good finish season here. Congratulations to one underdog. Great, a great performance. Yeah, well done, mate. And Bald Guy, congratulations on P3, mate. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah, not much words, but I can definitely tell you're still pretty happy about that. And, well, you round off the season on a high, and I believe you finished fifth in the championship, actually. So you managed to grab that top 5 on the last race. So, well done to you.
Thank you. Cheers.
This is obviously the season finale, as we all know. Do you expect to see you possibly next season for F1 22?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be back here next season. F1 22. We'll throw F1 21 in the bin, I think. And,
I mean, I think we're all
I
doing
think
that.
everyone is at that stage. They're just throwing this in the bin.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I think we're all ready for a new game.
I've been waiting for one since the start, since like halfway through this season. Like that I'm pretty sure everyone feels the same way. But yeah, but that's good to see though that you're definitely going to be here for next season. Vertimer, do you have any questions for Urban Growth? All right, well with that, congratulations once again
Thank
on
you.
your second place, Urban Growth. But
Cheers,
now,
guys. Thank you.
yeah. But now we shall move to not only the winner of the São Paulo Grand Prix, but your Tier 4 champion, one underdog. What a season it's been. You grabbed the season opener win, and you were looming there around and about. But the second half of the season, you clearly pulled the underdog attempt, finishing off of first place only once. That was at Netherlands. 4 wins in a row, a dominant performance, and with that, the Tier 4 championship is yours. Tell us how you feel.
I feel really happy. This is my first time in this league, because with all these good racers, I had to bring my A game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone had to bring their A game, and well, you definitely did in the second half. Obviously, a couple of weeks ago, you managed to grab the Constructors' Championship for Aston Martin, and that just clearly shows. Both you and Mixer were there, but specifically you were there when needed most. You climbed your way up. This is the second time, by the way, you've gone from 10th to 1st. You have made absolutely everything work. You've had the pace. You've had the consistency. And here you are. It's just incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was definitely a season for remember on your first season. Like, that's not something people do often. And you have done that. So congratulations to you. Next time, though, obviously, like I said, season finale. Do we expect to possibly see you next season for F1 22?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, isn't that just lovely? So, your Tier 4 champion will be here for next season. Obviously, we all love to see that. And hopefully we possibly get some more drivers, possibly some more competition. We'll just have to find out. Redeemer, do you have any questions for One Underdog?
No, congratulations, bud. I know you worked hard for it, and job well done, you and the team.
With that, then, it's a bit emotional, needless to say, because we see the end of this season, but we also see the end of an era. Because obviously, F1 22 is a new era for Formula 1 cars, and well, we are stepping into that era in just a couple days, actually. But we're not done yet with action for BRL, because in just around 40 minutes time, we go to Tier 3, which will be hosted by Punju and Carbon for their season finale. Both the championships have already wrapped up, but who says we can have one last blast? Then we got Tier 2 and Tier 1 tomorrow. A championship to be won in Tier 2. Both championships wrapped in... Oh, wait, what? Okay, brain gone. Both championships wrapped up in Tier 1. One championship still remains in Tier 2. Actually, no, both championships remain in Tier 2, so be sure to tune into that. But after that, we're done. It's over. Not for BRL, of course. It's not done for BRL, but it's done for the season. So be sure to tune in 40 minutes time. But for one last time, from Redeemer and I, good day, good night. See you in 40 minutes time, and we shall see you next game.